Okay, so the purpose of the PG service conf file is to store connection information for our databases. Each connection is a service. In this case, it's DemoDB is the service name I've given. And you can think of the service file as a kind of lookup table, so that when I connect using DemoDB service, it has all the host and password information in there. This is particularly important with QGIS because you always want to connect using only a service name. You do not want to store usernames and passwords within your QGIS file. Okay, so on the left side here I have my desktop, and let's start by just creating an empty PG service comp file here. And note the location. I'm saving it at desktop, my PG comp directory. And this file is still empty, but we need to go ahead and register the location with our operating system, with our PC. So when we open QGIS, it'll be able to find the file. So let's go ahead and go to Control Panel in Windows. Click on User Accounts. Click on User Accounts again up here. And then select Change My Environment Variables. And do New. And for variable name, enter PG service file. And for variable value, we'll enter the location that we saved our PG service comp file. And in my case, of course, this was desktop, my PG service comp file. And click OK. And we've now entered that variable there, the environmental variable, and click OK. And close the control panel. Okay, and now that we've created an empty PG service conf file and registered it with our operating system, let's go ahead and add a service entry. Okay, I'm going to add a service entry called DemoDB. The host is the host where my database is located, in this case Geo44 WebGIS1. Port is 5432. The database name is DemoDB. User is David, and the password is super secret. Okay, so let's save that and close it. Okay, and with the entry added to our PG service conf file, let's go ahead and register it now with QGIS and create a new data source. Let's right-click on Postresql, new connection, give it a name. I'm going to call it DemoDB, and we should now only have to enter the service name, which is DemoDB, and click Test Connection. And we see a connection to DemoDB was successful. Let's go ahead and click OK. Okay, and now let's expand this and take a look. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and add this layer to my project here. Okay, so we created a PG service conf file. We entered the connection information for our database on the server, and then we created a PostgreSQL connection using that service name. Okay, and we were able to connect from our QGIS project to the PostgreSQL database. Now, if we're going to be publishing that project, whether it's in LISMAP, G3W Suite, QWC2, etc., we also need a copy of the PG service entry on the server itself. Because when we upload the project, the connection is only going to consist of the service name. So the PostgreSQL database on the server needs to have the information for that service name. So what I'm going to do is just copy over that file to the etc PostgreSQL common directory here, and then open it up, and I'm going to change it, the host, to localhost because it's now on the PostgreSQL database server where I'm going to be hosting my QGIS file. Okay, and now when we upload our QGIS file, and again this applies whether it's LISMAP, G3W, QWC2, etc., our QGIS service file contains only the service name, and now the local PostgreSQL database server can use only that service name to look up the connection. Okay, so just to review, we created a local PG service comp file. We then set the path to the pgserviceconf file as an environmental variable so that QGIS could find it. We then created our data source here in QGIS. And then finally, we copied the local file that we had to our QGIS server so that we can use the service name in the QGIS project file.